Well, Donald Trump held a call with prominent Catholic leaders to discuss all of this. That was yesterday. Matt Schlapp, American Conservative Union chair, was on the call. All right, Matt, what was said and what was decided?
I think what was said was, with the congressmen and the Catholic leaders who were on the call, a former ambassador to the Vatican and others, complete outrage, Stuart. This has been a campaign where the Clinton campaign has accused Donald Trump and his supporters of every kind of hatred imaginable, bias, prejudice. And what this shows is that they've got no authority to be able to look at anybody and say they're deplorable or irredeemable, or now we learn that we're backwards. So I think on the call, what was explained is that Republicans who are Catholic and Catholics who are leaning towards supporting Donald Trump are looking at these emails, and it's making them say what the policy questions are on the table and why they're going to be for Donald Trump.
Fair point. Earlier on the program this morning, Matt, we had Bill Donahue from the Catholic League,
right.
And he gave us what he thinks is the backstory to this email leak. His backstory is that a couple of fake Catholic groups were set up by John Podesta with the idea of putting them inside the Catholic movement to reform the politics of Catholicism. I just want to roll some tape for our audience, because this is Bill Donahue on who paid for these fake groups. Roll that tape.
We now have positive proof here that John Podesta is in conversation with a left-wing activist. His name is Sandy Newman. The conversation is this: how can we create a revolution in the Catholic Church? What kind of seeds need to be planted? And Podesta says, oh, we've been working on that. We set up these groups, Catholics in Alliance for the Common Good and Catholics United, two phony groups, which, by the way, are funded by George Soros.
I kind of think that's dirty pool, Matt. What say you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's almost like Occupy Vatican. We had Occupy Wall Street, and now the radicals are trying to get inside the church. And I'm chairman of the American Conservative Union, and we're calling on Hillary Clinton to fire these advisors for their bias, for their prejudice. And, what's more is what this all comes down to is how will a Catholic or a Christian live in a Hillary Clinton America? They believe that they have to sue nuns because the nuns have to purchase contraception. How foolish is that? We're seeing in issue after issue, they're trying to back Christians away from the full expression of their faith. And I think Christians and Catholics and all people of faith need to wake up to what's at stake. It's all going to be about what Hillary Clinton will do as president.
The problem, though, Matt, is that this kind of thing, and I think it's outrageous, is overshadowed by revelations of Trump and women from years ago, or what he said last night. The whole thing is overshadowed by this distraction. How do you get over that?
Well, the first thing is this whole campaign seems to be not about issues of importance, but about the Hillary Clinton's orchestrated campaign with many of their allies in the liberal media to keep dropping new revelations right when we are getting focused on something that's important. So look, I think the women that have come forward should be listened to in this most recent example, and they should be respected. But we all ought to understand that when something comes out in a coordinated fashion, when multiple women all at once who all support Hillary Clinton, literally 3 weeks before the election, all saying the same thing, you got to put that into the equation as well and wonder what the heck is going on here.
Well, I think that you're seeing for the first time, this is the first time that I've known about, that elite media operations are actually working with and are part of a political campaign for the presidency. I think that's what we're seeing. And that's an awfully difficult thing to get over.
Stuart, it's an illegal corporate contribution. There are real issues here with this coordination.
Got it. Matt Schlapp, thank you very much for joining us. Big day.